Well, right now, yeah, it's the happiest moment of my life, that's for sure. Probably in 5 years, would change. But right now I'm 20. I didn't live too many situations like this, so I'm gonna enjoy this moment.
You know, he's gonna be on the tour for quite some time. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be around, but yeah, I mean, let's see. You know, it's been only 3 matches that we played against each other, three really close matches. 2 already this year in later stages of Grand Slams. Yeah, I hope we get to play in US Open. Why not? You know, I think it's good for the sport, playing 1 and 2 in the world, facing each other. In almost a 5 hours, 5-set thriller.
Well, I did it for myself, not for 10th generation, honestly. But you know, it was great. You know, beating Novak at his best in this stage. You know, making history. Being the guy, you know, to beat him after 10 years, unbeaten on that court is amazing for me, and something that I will never forget. That's for sure.
I think people have been talking in the past 12 months or so about his game being consisting of certain elements from Roger Ruff and myself. I would agree with that. I think he's got basically best of all 3 worlds.
Email exchanges from inside the BBC, they talk about the risk of violating Indian laws. It's easier to rake up the freedom of speech debate, but does it give anyone a free pass to knowingly violate the law? America supports India because it needs India's support in return. And India is working with the US because it suits India's interests. This is how geopolitics works. Last night, he diffused a crisis with his defense minister. But today, Netanyahu was confronted with a new problem. His cabinet seems to have rebelled against him. The UK is looking at the Indian subcontinent to fill its coffers. That India seems to be negotiating from a position of power, like a partner and not a former colony. The US and Russia are dangerously close to an armed conflict. This year, 2023, New Delhi will be the capital of global diplomacy. For a country as diverse as ours, with 88% of the population illiterate, It was a very big deal to write a constitution, and that too, the world's largest. Meanwhile, if we may, here's a Republic Day gift from India for the BBC. A list of suggestions for the BBC for their upcoming documentaries. Number 1, the Kohinoor and the colonial loot. Number 2, an outdated monarchy and unhealthy obsession with the royals. Number 3, racism in 2023. We're waiting.